Across many communities, people are struggling through failed roads and rising frustration as they call for real actions from their leaders. We turn the spotlight to the grassroots, amplifying their voices, their daily realities, and their demands for better roads. The Kogi State House of Assembly has suspended the chairman of the Ibaji local government area, Emmanuel Onuche, for alleged gross misconduct. Speaker Aliyu Yusuf announced this suspension during Wednesday's plenary, saying Onuche's actions were capable of tarnishing the image of the state government. He has been directed to step aside while an investigation is conducted. The Assembly also ordered him to hand over the affairs of the council to his deputy, Mrs. Victoria Okolo, pending the conclusion of the probe. Welcome to Scorecard. I'm Bernard Akede. Let's get the grade.
Every great day starts with a great morning, and at Breakfast Central, we understand the importance of starting your morning right.
From 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., our team is dedicated to delivering a one-of-a-kind breakfast experience with vibrant conversations, detailed analysis, comprehensive reports, and on-location updates.
Breakfast Central is for you, giving you more time for breaking news, more insights, and more of the stories that matter to you.
Start your morning the right way. Breakfast Central, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday.
This week, we turn our focus to Imo State, specifically Owerri West local government area, a fast-growing urban community on the outskirts of the capital. Despite its population boom and increasing economic activities, residents say one problem continues to define daily life: the worsening states of roads across the LGA. Owerri West, carved out of the old Owerri local government area in 1996, sits at the gateway of the state's capital. With its headquarters in Umuguma, the area has long played a historic and strategic role in the region. Today, Owerri West is home to nearly 1 million people spread across major communities such as Umuguma, Avu, Irete, Orogwe, Nekede, and Ihiagwa. It also hosts two major federal institutions, the Federal Polytechnic, Nekede, and the Federal University of Technology, Owerri, attracting thousands of students every year. Under the leadership of the current chairman, Honorable Osigwe Victor, the local government continues to expand. But behind this growth lies loud and persistent complaints: the cry for good roads. Road infrastructure remains one of the clearest measures of government performance at the grassroots. Yet in many communities, residents say these roads have become symbols of neglect rather than progress. From residents' neighborhoods to major market routes, the complaints are the same: deep potholes, erosion, flooding, and roads that turn impossible whenever it rains. According to the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, Owerri West local government received 463.427 million naira for the month of August 2025. These figures have residents questioning when grassroots authorities will address these persistent challenges, especially given the local government's allocation. To discuss these challenges and possible solution, we are joined today by Prince Francis Chilaka, who is a public affairs analyst. Prince Chilaka, good evening and thank you for joining us.
How are you?
Very well, thank you, and thank you for joining us. So I'll jump straight into the questions. Now let's start from here. You know the area quite well, I want to believe. What would you say are, three most pressing issues that the people in this local government area would have loved for the local government to attend to, first of all? We know, first of all, that the roads are terrible, but besides the roads, what other issues do you think they would have loved for their local governments to jump on immediately?
Well, if you talk of development and you talk of the first thing you look at when you talk about development is accessibility. And if there are no accessible roads into the local government, there is nothing else you can talk about. You can't talk about progress, you can't talk about any other thing. So basically, the major problem confronting Owerri West today is accessibility by road. I mean, the Owerri World Bank Road through Umwagwa, it's about 5 minutes to Owerri. It's about 5 minutes to Government House. But that road is not motorable. You can't access it. So if you can't access the road, obviously you expect that the life of the people within that local government, in terms of transportation, in terms of food, in terms of water, these things are not available. And when each time the Accountant General reels out figures for local government, so amount has been given to the local government, I laugh because we are practicing a system where the local governments, a lot of them don't even have the rights to spend that same money that has been sent to their account. Don't forget that the governors themselves are the ones who are still sitting on the revenue accruable to the local governments. So these are issues that we need to look at holistically to be able to know at what point the local government are really autonomous. Are they really autonomous? If local governments have to be autonomous to be able to deliver to the people, then we must have an electoral system that is not at the beck and call of the governor to decide who the local government chairman should be. So that's where the major problem is. But the people would want to have good roads, they want to have water, and they want to have cheap and affordable transportation system.
Thank you so much, Prince. Now, you just led me into my next question. Already, you subtly have answered the question. The lack of autonomy of these local government areas, despite the fact we hear that monies have been disbursed to them, but it seems like there's still some major control by the state government. But besides the issue of autonomy, what would you say could be hindering the local government from adequately resolving these issues? In this case, the road accessibility.
Well, you can't build road without money. And you cannot function. I mean, if you, for instance, if you're employed in an organization, say as a manager, and the MD does not give you the authority to function as a manager, you are useless. You're just there as a rubber stamp. And unfortunately, this is what our local government chairmen have become across the entire country, not just in Owerri West, not just in Imo State. If you had followed the last election of local government in Lagos State, immediately after the election in Lagos State, the governor came out and said that the local government chairmen have no powers to, appoint people to work with them. It was quite interesting and quite funny. But that is what it is. So it's not just about what would the local government chairman do. They are handicapped because they don't have the money to do anything. They need to go hand in calves to the governor each time they want to execute the project. And so you find out that the local government, whatever funds comes to them at the end of the day, they just use it to pay salaries and then do one or two maintenance here and there. But in terms of engaging in proper construction jobs, they don't do it.
All right, Prince Shilaka, thank you so much. We'd like to take a short break now, and when we return, News Central will take you to Owerri West local government area, where residents speak on the challenges they face navigating poor roads and share their expectations from the council chairman. Do stay with us.
Jasiri is where the conversation starts. We amplify diverse voices and challenge narratives.
Bringing societal issues to the fore. This is where everyone has a voice.
That perception that I have your type at home, actually four of your type at home, it starts to shift just because you are like, well, this my type is right here.
Exactly. We break barriers and bridge generational divides.
So who is going to make Gen Z believe that it is giving?
I love it. She
said it. To speak your native language.
Silence is not an option.
We are unconventional, but unique. Brace yourselves.
I had no holes in my ear until I was 14 years old.
And now how many do you have?
I have holes in places you don't want to.
Join us weekdays at 10 a.m. right here on News Central.
How do we save this country?
You move from the APC to the PDP.
Listen, I'm still paying teachers in Ondo State. If Olabode just should be expelled from the party.
It's an existential imbecility, utter nonsense.
Join me, Dakpo Adeboye, on Politics HQ, where Nigeria's political heartbeat is felt. Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. on News Central.
Owerri West local government area is one of the major local government areas in Imo State. Located on the outskirts of the state capital Owerri, home to nearly 1 million people, the area hosts key communities like Umuguma, Avu, Irete, Orogwe, Nekede, and Ihiagwa, with the Federal Polytechnic Nekede and the Federal University of Technology Owerri bringing in thousands of students every year. But behind the growing population and economic activity lies a growing cry, the cry for good roads.
Honestly, the condition of this road has been very, very bad. The last government that we had in Imo State here tried to do some palliative works on it, but unfortunately those palliative works have gone down. As you can see from the condition of the road now, is worse than it was before. One unfortunate thing about it is this road leads to two federal institutions in the state, Federal Polytechnic Nekede and Federal University of Technology Owerri. So it's very, very appalling that the condition of the road is still like this.
Since this road started getting bad, business is not moving, everything is getting bored and all that, and even accidents used to happen here as well. So the road is affecting us really bad and is making our business dull. Business is not moving, nothing. So if the government will come to our aid and help us repair the road, we'll be very grateful.
This road is nothing to write home about, because the last time they worked it, even within 6 months, the road started spoiling again. And look at it now. Anytime you mention to them, I'm going to Ihiagwa, then nobody will agree to carry you, all this kind of thing. You are suffering here. The government should help us. Give us a solid road. Give us gutter. And we will be happy. That's all we ask from them. Give us road. Give good road. Not even all this. The thing is not up to 2 inches.
I don't know whether this is a part of Imo State. I don't know. So, but from here now to Ihiagwa, no road. Our motor here, both tipper, both keke, both bicycle, anyone, everything have finished because of this road. We let the governor come by himself, come and take a witness what we are seeing.
From Umuguma to Irete, Orogwe to Nekede, the story is the same. Bad roads making life unbearable for residents, traders and commuters alike. For many, the poor state of these roads is not just an inconvenience, it's an economic disaster. Market women lose sales, transport fares rise, and travel times double.
Umuguma no get road at all. Umuguma they suffer for road. If we both people they sell market, before we go from Owerri reach Umuguma, na 1,000 naira. Sometimes 1,500. In the end, they collect 2,000. We don't know what to go do. We beg government to our beg. Make dem beg government, make government come repair our road for us.
No 2 days he get here.
We have never seen anything like this before. We take our vehicles for repairs every 2 days because of the condition of the road. And just last Saturday, I spent 70,000 naira alone to repair my bus. Health-wise, we are suffering too, because after close of work, we must take drugs to enable us sleep at night.
This road is disturbing us. You can see since I've been here, I've not been selling. So we are begging the government for them to help us to build the road so that we'll be able to sell. Because if you can't sell, you can't feed your children. So everybody, the family will be going on hunger. So please, I'm begging. All my customers, my neighbors, they're also begging for you people to help us to build the road.
In the student communities of Nekede and Ihiagwa, the situation is even worse. With each rainfall, these roads turn into small rivers, cutting off students and residents from schools, workplaces, and markets. Many residents accuse the local government of neglecting its responsibility, saying the chairman's office has failed to provide even basic maintenance.
We are suffering a lot in these roads. A lot of things. Sometimes we see vehicle we fall here. Many things are like the road is no good area. We the business people are suffering. We are not even selling. Nothing is moving on this road. Right from here to the to Fute, is it what they're calling it? This police post, this police roads is something else. It's not really giving us joy at all.
A lot of people passing through this way, found it very, very difficult to get to just the town. A very short distance, 2 kilometers. You see what we are facing here. We really appeal to the government, both state, federal, local government, to come to our aid. We don't even need a target. We let them just grade it so that it will be motorable for some of us. At times, when it rains, you won't see any vehicle on the road. So you must be forced to go to your place of work. So these are some of the challenges we are facing.
Our governor, you have done well. However, those of us living in Ihiagwa and Old Road have suffered owing to bad roads. Please, we are appealing to you to find a way to fix our roads for us. I am making this appeal because many people living around here have packed out. Even my own house is empty, as all my tenants have moved out. If we have offended you in any way, please forgive us. When contacted, officials from the local government said plans are underway to address the road challenge, blaming funding constraints and the recent rains for delays. As the rains continue and the roads worsen, residents of Owerri West wait not for promises, but for action.
Prince Chilaka, thank you for staying with us.
You're welcome.
All right. Now, if you have been following that particular report that we just went through, I'd like to ask your final thoughts. Already you've spoken about the condition of the roads and lack of accessibility being the major issue that any community can have when it comes to development, or the lack of development, as it were. What are your final thoughts concerning this issue?
Well, my final thought is that whatever the state government is doing in terms of roads, they must also spend enough time to look at the drainage. The drainage system in the entire state is disastrous, and it doesn't speak well at all. So the state government needs to look at the issue of drainage, look at the issue of road. And when you're building road in this 21st century, please, Governor Opusodin, I am calling out on you. Please build roads that can last, not roads that are 1 meter, 2 meters, that after 1 or 2 days, the roads give way. But you should build roads that you should be proud of, so that we can have something to hold back to. See, most of the roads you see in Imo State, in almost all the local governments, were roads built by the late Sam Mbakwe. Other governors that have come after him have not been able to do anything reasonable in the state. So it's an embarrassing situation. You're talking about Owerri West. If you go to other local governments, it's still the same. So the government needs to be, intentional about providing basic necessities, basic infrastructures for the people of the state.
Mr. Laka, thank you so much. Usually we say from your mouth to God's ears, but in this case we say from your mouth to the government's ears. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, News Central spoke with the chairman of Owerri West Local Government, Honorable Victor Osigwe, about the state of infrastructure development in the communities. And here's what he had to say.
This local government took it upon herself, graded over 53 roads in this local government. Verifiable roads. These roads are roads that are very, very important to us. This Owerri West is a very big local government, very, very big. Owerri West extends up to Amakohi BOE. Emabiam is close to River State. And what we did was to enter into this road and started grading foreign sand and arranging it at our level. Because of the nature of most of our roads, grading does not work, so does not give us what we want again. After grading, first, second rain is nothing will be washed out. So maybe some people might be thinking, if you are saying that you grade, might be thinking that it's not true. That we put in a lot of resources. That period, everybody are shouting, and yes, the chairman, thank you. But it's always the case. The roads here are roads that are very, very busy. Dangote trucks and other vehicles, they must get to spoil. The local government road from World Bank to this place has been a very big problem to us. And the road is a state road. I want to tell you that road is bigger than the local government to asphalt, because that road cannot be graded. A very massive road, a road that was started twice during the time of Hakim, during the time of Rogers, and the thing got spoiled. Are you going to brush the road, the remaining ones? So if you are doing something on that road, you must come back to properly, asphalting. But I think the road has gotten to that stage. The thing has two drainage by the both sides, and the drainage is in the middle of it. So what I'm trying to point out is that we have been appealing to our governor to probably do something about that. And by the grace of God, something is being done. The road has been awarded. Money has been given out. People were complaining seriously. I went and disturbed them. If you have passed there, you will see where they are pouring sand. Sharp sand, not even mud, red mud. They were telling me, Chairman, this thing will cost us much, but we want to still listen to you and do something. I said, do remedial work so that we can pass. They said, why not we wait? Our people, out of impatience, say the road is too, but if we have them here, you hardly pass here. So call them in to start doing something, dig some holes here and there. Let them take one side of the road and start doing something, which they are doing now. And they have assured us that immediately the rain will subside, they will start doing something massive. That road, for your information, came from Control. That double leg came from Control here. And you can equally see after the flyover, yes, they have started doing that. That road will end at this place, that double and step to this place. So my brother will have that hope that this road will not be like this next year. When you get to old roads by Zoo, naked the old road, that Zoo road is under construction now. When you get to Futo Road, it's a very serious construction work is going there towards the university. Yes. So the three roads I know the governor is handling seriously this time. And when you get to Nekede, the new side, that is a police side, massive work is going on there towards Ihiaba to bridge to Obinze. I was there on an inspection few months ago. I met the contractor, Leonine. Met him on site, as he said, my brother, I'm assuring you that this bridge, people will move on this bridge by this December. So he's coming, and I know very well that from that, if you have one naked day towards that bridge to go Binze, hitting the Port Harcourt Road, that is their target. And he has assured us that he will do like that. We came in here and we found out that there were a lot of roads ramp. This ramp people we are doing in my local road, they stopped. I had to go to them and ask them to come back. And I want to tell you that they are back on most of our roads. If you go to Ihiaba, Opelochi Road, they are there now. Ramp does not do asphalting, but they prepare the road to stone base. But if they do that, then it will give the road a facelift. We have another massive one. They started from Omarno, Omarno, Binze, towards here. They have gone from Omarno, enter Avo, at Omogoma. Before then, became too much. The man told me, he said, please wait. We are really spending much. After the rents, we will complete it to this market and to this local government. I've been telling our people to keep calm. That by next year, everybody will feel will have a little relief, especially on our roads.
And that's the situation in Owerri West, a fast-growing community held back by failing roads and years of neglect. Residents say they are no longer waiting for new promises. They are demanding real action and visible improvement. As always, we will continue to monitor the developments and hold authorities accountable for the infrastructure that shapes everyday life. I am Bernard Akede, and this is Scorecard, where every promise is graded by citizens holding the red pen. See you next week.